lot of people try to describe the Basilians, and it can be very difficult because we don't have a central founder. Like we don't have a St. Ignatius, or like St. Basil is not our founder of our community, he's our patron.
Basilians, we really try to bring to bear the fact that we're an educational community.
I figured there was a better chance of me being in the classroom if I was a Basilian.
Hospitality has been part and parcel of our Basilian charism, that we are open and welcoming to all people, and many people have said this, that they feel very comfortable with the Basilians because they're welcoming.
The motto of the Basilian Fathers, oft quoted by all our students whose schools have the same motto, teach me goodness, discipline, and knowledge. And this dedication is borne out in our charism of education and evangelization, where we try to impart these virtues to our students by speaking about them, but by embodying them as well.
I know that priests could be engineers or teachers, or like I had no idea. So when I thought, if I'm going to become a priest, like I have to give up the engineering. It was only later, like through God's providence, because I met a Basilian, that I realized I could do both. Like you can match your natural gifts with God's plan.
People joke with me all the time, and they would tell me, they'd say, you're such a teacher, because I'm always, and I do, I'm very much a teacher through and through. But the medium of the classroom is changing in front of us. You know, it used to be that the classroom was a room of 40 to 50 chairs. Now the classroom happens in many different ways. It's a virtual classroom, it's a multimedia classroom, it's an interactive classroom. The way that people learn information is not the same that it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. So we have to constantly find ways to adapt the way that we teach so that we can reach students.
So it's hard to describe, you know, what is a Basilian. But we're learning that the idea of Christ the teacher is an image that all Basilians can relate to, whether they're in the missions, the parishes, the high schools, or the universities, or even some other apostolate. The idea of teaching and as priests, like Christ the teacher, really sort of gives a point of common ground for Basilians and who Basilians are.
It's that dedication, day in and day out, that is the embodiment of Basilian spirituality in the daily living of our charism.
I left myself open to God's will, God's path, and He hasn't disappointed me. Everything I've done so far, I've totally unexpected, and I must say I've really enjoyed.